And while we're actually talking, particularly about Chris Brown, I know that y'all have heard. Now, this is really Tank's fault. Tank, you bringing Chris all up in this, okay? It sounds like Tank has just put his foot in his mouth again, saying that Chris Brown is a better performer than Michael Jackson. Now, this is not the first, y'all, or the second time that Tank has said this. Tank and Jay Valentine, they host a podcast and it's called R&B Money. And this is the podcast that I wanted Brian No Longer McKnight to go on. Anyway, Tank mentioned this same thing, right? Saying that Chris Brown was basically a better performer than Michael Jackson. All right. So a few years ago, TGIF reported this tweet, and the tweet said, "I've been saying this for years. Welcome." Somebody tweeted declaring that Chris Brown was more talented than Michael Jackson. And that's when Tank responded saying, "I've been saying this for years. Welcome to the fold. Singer, dancer, writer, producer, actor, painter, clothing designer, gymnast, etc. MJ is the greatest, but CB, meaning Chris Brown, has more gifts, is all we're saying." So Tank ain't just come to this conclusion, to be honest with y'all. You know, he's been saying this, but he was recently on a platform, I believe it was Stephen A. Smith, is he a sports commentator? Forgive me that I don't know his exact title. And it just kind of caused quite a debate. It didn't strike nothing in terms of me because, again, I've just kind of heard him say this before. And I think after listening to the R&B Money podcast more than a couple of times and hearing him and his opinion, because there was a time that he was on there and one of the producers that they brought on as a guest had to just kind of run down Michael Jackson's resume for him, you know, and then that's when Tank kind of like pulled back a little bit. But Tank has been saying this, y'all. This is not nothing new. But Chris Brown responded, actually. He was kind of like, he didn't say keep my name out your mouth, but he basically said the following. He said, "That's cap. I stay the hell out of that debate. My personal take is that I wouldn't even be breathing or being able to sing a song if that man didn't exist," meaning Michael Jackson. So I don't know if they look at it like a Jordan and Kobe thing, but I don't even look at it. He's light years ahead. There is no competing with him. Hell no. So I'm so glad that actually Chris came out and said that. And then, come on, Tank. Why are you getting Chris in trouble like that? Chris had to come out and, had to make a statement. I'm actually glad that he made that statement. I haven't agreed with a lot of stuff that Chris has always said, but when it came to that, I actually completely agree. So shout out to Chris for being able to come out and say that.